Tom to see everyone. Welcome back to Start Player 1. I'm Knight.
And I'm Shirayuki.
And we're coming out today with Code Realized Bouquet of Rainbows. Last time we left off, we got the part for Nemo, and Nemo is telling us more about our Shirayuki's dad, Isaac Beckberg.
All I can do is nod. After a while, Impey and I are shown to different rooms. The room's layout is very similar to the room we had been speaking in. There are no windows, so I can't tell, but I think night is approaching. I'm in a daze, and what Nemo said is still swirling around in my head. I look down at my own glove-covered hands. I'm just a tool. I'm merely a soulless doll. I'm already used to being called a monster. There's a deadly, murderous poison within me, and I've actually killed someone I cared for. I deserve to be called that. But the emotions within me and my sad feelings about everything that has happened, those emotions were my heart and soul, something only I could feel. That's what I had thought. But even those are artificial and fabricated. Are all my emotions false? Is even all the pain and suffering I feel in my heart right now fake? The warmth of Impey's hand over my...
Yeah, we're on Impey's route, in case you forgot, which we yeah, I know. We went Artisan Lupin, but we had to do all the other stories. You guys won't see at all, so don't worry. It's not gonna be a freaking 300 episode series.
Just remembering it makes a tender emotion spread throughout me. I don't want to think that it could be false. I wonder how Impey's doing. Thinking about him makes my mind go back to something that had happened in the past. When we confronted Finis, Impey had said, "The only person who can decide what your true form and true identity is you." Those words have supported me. But now I don't think I can continue trusting even myself. I want to hear Impey's words. It's so difficult.
I know. That's what I'm to watch.
I feel like the doubts and confusion that put my heart at unease will all go away if I see him close and hear his voice.
Aww.
I leave my room and walk through the metallic hall. The sound of steam and the sights around me are all very strange, but I don't even have room in my mind to be surprised. I want to see Impey, and that feeling gets stronger and stronger.
That's almost like you're in love.
No.
Yes, that's right. She's the only successful sample. As I advance through the hall.
As I advance through the hall, I suddenly hear Nemo talking.
And to think that that miraculous homunculus would come to me of its own accord. Yes, of course I checked. The glow of the horologium is in the smoke.
Nemo's voice, which had started from a distance, is gradually coming closer. I look around in a panic and quickly find the closest hiding spot available.
So he knows that what you are.
Yeah.
So very splendid. Now we have the item back in our hands. The homunculus is here as well. We can proceed with the plan. I'm very grateful to all of you.
What is this plan he's speaking of? And the homunculus he's referring to, that must be me. I wonder who he is speaking with. I cautiously peek out from the shadows to see.
Is it your dad?
And am speechless when I see who is standing next to Nemo. A Twilight soldier?
Well, I have to thank you for providing me for everything from personnel to funding. I should be able to show you the results of my research very soon.
Nemo is connected to Twilight somehow? Twilight is after me, and he knows that I am a homunculus. I remember what Lupin had said. That I am the trigger to an international terrorist plot that Twilight is planning. I don't know the exact reason why, and I have no idea how Twilight perceives me now that Finis is gone. But I can't risk getting caught. I wait for the two men to pass me by, then run towards Impey's room. After turning a few corners, I see the door to the room Impey was shown to. Impey! Impey! Wake up! Something's happening! I dash inside the moment the door unlocks, and I grab Impey's hand as he rubs his eyes.
What brings you here so late? Are you here to put a move on me? I know it's hard, but I think I'm ready to run with this love.
Where do you come up with this stuff? That's not why I'm here. Could he still be half asleep? I hastily stop Impey as he begins to take off his clothing.
Just messing with you. I'll save all the passionate loving for when your poison's been treated.
I'm telling you, that's not why I came here. Please focus.
Then, is it about what Nemo said earlier?
It seems like he's finally waking up as his expression turns slightly serious and his gently strokes my hair. Impey puts his hand on my shoulder and looks at me kindly.
It's alright. No matter what I hear, it doesn't change my feelings about you at all.
Thank you. I really appreciate that, but that's not why I came either.
Huh? Why then? Are you really here to proclaim your love for me? Well, fine. Even if this body melts away, I shall live up to your great passion.
That's not what I meant! Or mean. I rush to stop Impey as he tries to take off his clothes again. Nemo's connected with Twilight. They know I'm a homunculus too.
Huh?
We need to get out of here now, Impey.
Oh, right. But how? When did this happen?
As we rush to get out of the room, I hear the door locked.
We're trapped. Take this.
Impey kicks the door, but it doesn't budge. Move, Impey. I'll melt the lock. As I stand in front of the door and get ready to remove my gloves, a piercing static sound hurts my ears.
Testing, testing, testing. Is that Nemo's voice? Where is that guy? I'm watching you from a very different room.
The voice seems to be coming from a tube in the corner of the ceiling. Seeing as he had somehow reacted to Impey's question, Nemo is probably using some sort of device to listen to this room.
Don't take this the wrong way. For my research to bear its fruit, I just need the horologium.
What do you want to use it for?
Well, you see. I'm trapped in the room with her?
Impey's shout cuts Nemo off.
What can I do to seize this delicate opportunity to get close to her?
Impey, this is no time for joking.
You are too funny! Never a dull moment with you. Shut it! Look who's talking.
Impey takes a deep breath and looks up at the speaker with seriousness in his eyes.
Hey, Nemo. I don't think you want to get me too mad. When I'm angry, I could get a little scary.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was a vampire.
Yep. Well then, let's see it. Show me your fierce anger.
With these words, I hear a strange sound coming from the corners of the room. The subtle smell. I feel like Victor taught me about this. As I think, the smell gets stronger and stronger. Ah, that's right. Sleeping gas.
Now, how are you going to resist this? Let's see what the world's best engineer is capable of. Whoa, hold on. Pretty please, let's talk about this. Mr. Impey isn't very fond of people who try to strong-arm him like this.
Impey says this as he hugs me to protect me from the gas.
Now it's time to take a little trip to the land of Nod. And when the two of you are awake, I'll show you a brand new horizon for science.
As the effects of the gas begin to take hold, my eyelids get heavier. Impey.
Shirayuki, hang in there.
Impey falls to his knees, still holding me in an embrace.
Aww.
No, it's not ah.
It's the opposite of all. It's disgusting.
At once I feel myself fall into the deep recesses of unconsciousness.
Chapter 10. Captured.
Darkness. It's pitch black and I can't see, but I feel a strange weight in my arms. What this weight is, it's painfully clear to me even though I can't see it. Someone I loved in the past, who I killed. Her life was ruined all because she got involved with me and felt sympathy for a monster. When I think this, my mouth moves without even thinking about it. But my lips make no sound, the words being sucked away into the infinitely expanding darkness. Even so, I say the same words over and over again. Never ending. Forever. And ever.
Ah.
I open my eyes and see a cold metallic ceiling. The noise of heavy machinery
Reverberates?
reverberates through my body. A dream. I take in my surroundings and realize for the first time that I had been dreaming. Where am I? Why am I here? I drag my heavy head up and trying to raise my body up off the ground, but my hands and feet have been bound and I can't move them at all. Still a bit drowsy and dazed and half dreaming, I try to remember everything that has happened.
Ah! Ah! Stop the bright lights! Ah!
That's right. I was trapped with Impey in that room and then they put us to sleep with gas. Suddenly I feel a strong pain in my chest around where the horologium is embedded and hold my breath. My body snaps forward from the intense pain, but the feeling subsides in an instant. What was that? I notice that my chest is bare with the horologium in full view. And the horologium...
A piece of it's missing.
A tiny piece is missing from it. I don't know exactly how the horologium functions in relation to my body. However, I can imagine that my current situation is a very dangerous one. That pain I just felt was probably due to... I look around the room. Like the other rooms we were shown, this one is filled with metallic material. This place is filled with tightly packed rows of metal boxes. Why am I here?
I see your intellect curiosity has raised a question. I, the genius scientist, Nemo, shall answer your question.
I look towards the loud voice in surprise to see Nemo entering the room. Nemo, what's going on? Where's Impey?
Impey Bouquet is still being held in the room you fell asleep in. But not to worry, I guarantee his safety. He's too brilliant to harm. I do acknowledge him. I'm actually thinking of speaking with him to see if he will help me with my future inventions.
So Impey is alright for now. Of course, there's no way to tell if Nemo is actually telling the truth. But for the moment, all I can do is trust that he's telling the truth. What do you intend to do with her?
Her?
I don't know.
Yeah, it said her.
I don't know. There's a mistypo or something?
Probably. Soulless doll, you intrigue me. The so successful example of the homunculus experiments? However, the main reason why I have captured you is because of all that hologium embedded in your chest.
Horologium?
The horologium. That stone carries an immense power of an energy. Even a tiny piece is enough to completely change the world. Oh, how beautifully it glows. This is what Master Isaac has been working for. A path to the divine, beyond modern science.
He suddenly takes out a dagger and tries to dig it into the horologium. However, the tip of the dagger turns into steam and sizzles away when it comes into contact with the horologium.
What marvelous power! As the horologium nears its completed form, anything not poison-proof is useless.
Completed form?
That's right. If we follow the correct procedures, your horologium will complete transforming into the Philosopher's Stone. Infinite energy, the creation of souls, and even raising the dead will all be possible. The power to raise humanity to the next level is right before our eyes.
Those things are impossible.
My, aren't you quite the jokester? The fact that you, a mere doll, even having this conversation with me is proof of this divine work. Your very existence is evidence that the hologram is the predecessor to the Philosopher's Stone. Furthermore, it affirms that the Philosopher's Stone is indeed almighty.
I am unable to respond to Nemo. Imbuing a doll with life. It's true that such an impossible thing is beyond the scope of human skill. The more I try to fight against that fact, the more my act of refusal works to affirm the power of the horologium.
Now, shall we conduct some verified experiments as we await the moment of Philosopher's Stone's birth?
Once the horologium becomes the Philosopher's Stone, he is probably going to take it from me. If the horologium is my life source, the moment it's taken away, I'll turn back into a silent doll. Just like those 665 versions of me that were in the underground lab.
Aha! I already had a glimpse of this immense energy possessed by the Philosopher's Stone!
What do you mean?
While you were sleeping, I took a small piece of horologium after a great deal of effort. I've proven through an ongoing large-scale experiment that even a tiny piece gives off an incredible amount of energy.
A large-scale experiment? What could he be talking about?
Just splendid. Don't you think it's splendid? Don't you feel a tremor of joy running throughout your body?
Nemo looks up admiringly at the ceiling.
Oh, Master Isaac, I shall finally continue the research that you started.
What experiment are you talking about? How are you connected to Twilight? Tell me, Nemo.
Splendid!
Nemo is so far gone into his own little world that my voice doesn't reach him. But this is a chance. Right now, with Nemo distracted, I might be able to escape. I managed to get my glove out of the way and press my skin against my restraints, feeling them start to melt instantly. I can't escape, but then what? As the binding melts away, I hear a voice coming from somewhere in my mind. I'm just an artificial doll. The horologium in my chest, my fake heart, aches. Nemo isn't even looking at me. It's as if he's laughing at the very pointlessness of my trying to live. But no.
You have to say it. No. Say it.
Impey. I need to save Impey.
Me too.
His name, his face popping into my head. They give me the strength to keep going. No.
Yes.
Yes. I have one arm free of the bonds now. While Nemo is still looking the other way, I ship my clothes and press my bare skin against the rest of the restraints. Hurry, hurry.
Oh, now the time has come for me to show you what this experiment is all about.
Nemo looks over at me, but it's too late by then.
Oh, what's this? I forgot to poison-proof the binding.
I'm sorry. Before Nemo can do anything, I hit him hard with my best roundhouse kick.
Yeah.
Nemo tumbles to the ground. He shows no sign of getting up. Did I knock him out? It looks like I got in a good hit. Van Helsing's combat training was truly amazing. I need to hurry.
We have to save Impey, our love!
No!
Yes!
No. Once I've quickly checked that Nemo is fine, I cover myself back up and start running. Am I really just a lifeless doll? What is Nemo trying to do, and what was he about to explain to me? I continue running, trying to brush off the doubts creeping up on me. First, Impey and I need to escape from this place. That's all I need to worry about. I fix my clothes as I run out into the hall when I hear unfamiliar sounds coming from different directions. What is that? As I wonder to myself, I hear several sets of footsteps approaching. I hide in the shadows and observe. I gulp in a breath when I see the figures Twilight Soldiers appear from both ends of the hall. They acknowledge each other as they pass by, then look around cautiously and keep going in their separate ways. Is this sound an alarm? Either Nemo had regained consciousness or the Twilight Soldiers found him. Maybe I should have tied him up and hid him somewhere. I have to get moving. I look around to make sure the soldiers have gone. I step out of the shadows. Since I don't have an idea of the layout of this huge place, I'll have to run around and hope I find some place familiar. I quickly look around about me and start moving. I make my way forward, taking cover behind things as I go, while doing my best to keep my anxiety at bay. But to my dismay, everything looks the same, and it's difficult to tell where I am. I see many Twilight Soldiers while I am running. It's only a matter of time before they find me. Where is Impey? I whisper this to myself just as I'm about to start running again. I hear several people coming from a hallway intersection up ahead. They're heading this way. I hastily try to hide behind a large piece of equipment when a sudden burst of pain originates from the horologium and runs through my entire body. The pain is gone in an instant, but the shock of it causes me to fall to the ground. Luck is not on my side, and the soldiers run towards me when they hear me fall to the floor. What should I do?
Save. That's what you should do. That's what I would do.
Just in case. Should I do which one?
Yep, just pick one. Doesn't really matter. Wasn't no choice being made. This is a tough one. Do we fight him or do we hide? What do you think?
Man. I say fight him.
Okay, I say hide, but it's you. So do fight him.
Well, maybe if you hide, maybe Impey got out.
You fight him. That's what you said. That's what we're sticking with. If it's bad end, we'll just reload and do go back right to here.
Okay. They're going to corner me at some point and capture me sooner or later. It might be better if I fight them and ask one where Impey is once I've captured them. Fortunately, Van Helsing has taught me some combat skills. I'll be alright. Let's do this. I hide in the shadows of the intersection and wait for the enemy to appear. Lucky for me, I find a large wrench, probably something used for maintenance. Soon 2 enemies appear around the corner and pass right in front of me as I hide in the shadows. Now, I jump towards one of the soldiers and bring the wrench down on the back of the man's head. It's a clean hit and the soldier falls.
Huh?
And the other soldier, although surprised, still draws the sword. But before he can completely prepare himself for combat, I hit him and he slowly sinks to the ground. Good, all taken care of. But as I'm thinking this... Huh? Something slammed into my neck and I feel my consciousness fading. That's right. Van Helsing's taught me how to fight, but he had said something else too. The most important thing in combat is when to not fight. It's too late now to regret trying to take them on alone, without even knowing how many I was up against. I'm sorry, Impey. Right after I whisper this, everything fades into a deep blackness.
I think you just got us the first bad ending. You got the first bad ending we got in this game, Shirayuki.
Hey.
What?
Well, now we know what happens there.
So let's load it back.
Did I continue?
Yeah, or load. You saved it right before then, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So now we gotta hide.
Yep.
They should have where like you can click buttons and like have where you have at least a chance.
Well, you did got to. Okay, let's hide.
Yeah. I decide not to make any rash moves and calmly hide myself deep in the shadows. This goes in line with what Van Helsing had taught me. I should avoid unnecessary fighting.
Yep.
No matter how weak the enemy is, if I decide to fight, there's always a chance that I might get hurt or even killed. The best line of defense is to avoid any fights that I can. I stay in hiding, breathing quietly, and listen carefully for the approaching footsteps. Two soldiers eventually appear and stop a little way ahead of where I am hiding, looking around them. So far, they haven't noticed me. If it's just the two of them, I could probably beat them if I catch them by surprise. As if to laugh in the face of my naive thinking, another soldier appears. That was close. If I jump out to attack the two I'd seen first, I probably wouldn't have noticed the third soldier's arrival. I wait for them all to leave, and after making extra sure that it's safe for me to move, I start running down the hall again, more cautiously than ever. After running through several similar corridors, I finally arrive at a place that looks familiar. If my memory is correct, Impey's room should be down this hallway. I thank my good luck, then run towards the door. Impey, are you there? I'm here to save you! I peer through the small window in the door as I call out into the room.
And we will have to end it there! With Impey right there! We found him! Yay!
I did kill the main character.
It's fine, because luckily...
It's a game.
Yeah. So, if you guys would, you know what, get into Impey's arms and that subscribe button right down below.
No.
Leave a like and comment. And as always, we'll see all of you in the next Star Player 1 episode. Bye!